everybody. It's so nice to see you again on this lovely Friday. Isn't it nice outside? Finally, the air is a little bit better. It's sunny. I can see the blue sky. Things are slowly getting better, huh? Ah, yeah. Well, we got Snowy and Mud and Monster today again, and all of you and me together. So we're gonna sing our good morning song, and let's begin. Good morning, Kate. Good morning, Mud. Good morning, Snowy. We're happy to have you here. Good morning, Monster. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. We're happy to have you here. So we have a word of the day today, and it's another one of my favorite words. And here it is. All right, you ready to say the letters? R, E, A, D. Anybody know what that says? Let's say the sounds. R, E, D. R, E, D. Read, read, read. It is so fun to read books, isn't it? It's one of my favorite things to do, really. I started reading when I was a little girl. I learned to read by reading signs that my parents put around the house. So I was about maybe 2 or 3 years old, and there was a sign on the door that said door. D-O-O-R, and it was on the door, so that's how I learned how to read the word door. And then we had some books on a shelf, and there would be a sign that said books, B-O-O-K-S, books, and that's how I learned how to read. Yeah, and reading is so much fun. You discover so many things when you read. So I'm going to read a story today called Wilfred Gordon MacDonald Partridge. And it is by Mem Fox, and it's illustrated by Julie Vivas. All right. Wilfred Gordon MacDonald Partridge. There was once a small boy called Wilfred Gordon MacDonald Partridge, and what's more is he wasn't very old either. His house was next to an old people's home, and he knew all the people who lived there. He liked Mrs. Jordan, who played the organ. He listened to Mr. Hosking, who told him scary stories. He played with Mr. Tippet, who was crazy about cricket. He ran errands for Miss Mitchell, who walked with a wooden stick. He admired Mr. Drysdale, who had a voice like a giant. But his favorite person of all was Miss Nancy Allison Delacourt Cooper, because she had 4 names just like him. He called her Miss Nancy, and he told her all his secrets. One day, Wilfred Gordon heard his mother and father talking about Miss Nancy. "Poor old thing," said his mother. "Why is she a poor old thing?" asked Wilfred Gordon. "Because she's lost her memory," said his father. "It isn't surprising," said his mother. "After all, she is 96. "What's a memory?" asked Wilfred Gordon. He was always asking questions. "It is something you remember," said his father. But Wilfred Gordon wanted to know more. So he called on Mrs. Jordan, who played the organ. "What's a memory?" he asked. "Something warm, my child, something warm," she said. He called on Mr. Hosking, who told him scary stories. "What's a memory?" he asked. "Something from long ago, me lad, something from long ago." He called on Mr. Tippet, who was crazy about cricket. "What's a memory?" he asked. "Oh, it's something that makes you cry, my boy, something that makes you cry." He called on Miss Mitchell, who walked with a wooden stick. "What's a memory?" he asked. "Something that makes you laugh, my darling, something that makes you laugh." He called on Mr. Drysdale, who had a voice like a giant. "What's a memory?" he asked. "Something as precious as gold, young man, something as precious as gold." So Wilfred Gordon went home again to look for memories for Miss Nancy, because she had lost her own. He looked for the shoebox of shells he had found long ago, last summer, and put them gently in a basket. He found the puppet on strings, which always made everyone laugh, and he put that in the basket too. He remembered with sadness the medal which his grandfather had given him, and he placed it gently next to the shells. Next, he found his football, which was as precious as gold. And last of all, on his way to Miss Nancy's house, he went into the hen house and took a fresh, warm egg from under a hen. Then Wilfred Gordon called on Miss Nancy and gave her each thing one by one. "What a dear, strange child to bring me all these wonderful things," thought Miss Nancy. And then she started to remember. She held the warm egg and told Wilfred Gordon about the tiny speckled blue eggs that she had once found in her aunt's garden. She put a shell next to her ear and remembered going to the beach by tram long ago and how hot she had felt in her button-up boots. She touched the medal and talked sadly of the big brother she had loved, who had gone to war and never returned. She smiled at the puppet on strings and remembered the one she had shown to her own sister, and how she had laughed with a mouthful of porridge. She bounced the football to Wilfred Gordon and remembered the day she had met him and all the secrets they had told. And the two of them smiled and smiled because Miss Nancy's memory had been found again by a small boy who wasn't very old either. The end. That was a really good book about a little boy and a very old woman. And the little boy helped her very much, didn't he? Shows he cared about her a lot. Young people and old people can be friends, really good friends too. Are you friends with an old person? I am. I'm friends with many old people. They have lots of good stories to share. Well, Shall we sing a song, Monster? Okay. I'd like you to pick the song today, Monster. What song would you like to sing? Ah, of course, of course. Monster loves spiders. How many people love spiders? I actually do too. How about you? Are you scared of spiders? No, I don't think you have to be scared of spiders. Most spiders don't hurt you at all. They're just sweet and they like to crawl around. But Monster loves spiders. He wants a pet spider, and I just keep telling him, yeah, maybe one day Monster will get a pet spider. But Monster wants to sing a song about a spider. Does anyone know any songs about spiders? Do you know this song? The Itsy Bitsy Spider. Yeah, that's a good one. Okay, Monster, let's sing it, okay? All right. Ready? The itsy bitsy spider went up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain. And the itsy bitsy spider went up the spout again. Oh, yay! Good job, Monster! I had a pet spider when I was a little girl whose name was Gordon. Yeah, he crawled around our house. He was brown. He was about that big. He was a nice little spider. Yeah. And it's getting close to Halloween. Next month is Halloween, and you might have some spider decorations, right? What are you going to be for Halloween? Has anybody thought about that yet? I know it's a little early, but keep thinking about it. Well, all right, Mud and Snowy, Monster, we'll say goodbye to everybody, and we will see you next Friday. Hope you have a really wonderful week. Hope you get outside in the cleaner air and enjoy the sunshine. And we'll see you next week. Bye.